everybody, it's Ash, and we at Girls Who Hike Tennessee would like to wish you a happy Earth Day. In honor of Earth Day and respecting nature, we would like to talk to you about the 7 Leave No Trace principles. Leave No Trace is an organization that's been a nonprofit officially since 1994, but their principles have been kind of adopted for much longer than that. The 7 Leave No Trace principles has been and is currently being used by the U.S. National Park Service, the Forest Service, and the Bureau of Land Management, as well as the National Outdoor Leadership School, which is an awesome outdoor school. These are things that you can do to minimize your impact when you're out hiking, camping, backpacking, doing whatever outdoor activities. These will help the land not be harmed for itself and for other humans to also be able to enjoy it. It's not very hard to do, and it's just a way for you to kind of be a little bit more aware of what you do outside and how your actions make an impact on the nature that is around you that you're trying to enjoy in order to preserve it for the future. So the number 1 principle is plan ahead and prepare. If you're planning ahead and making sure that you know where you're going and you are preparing, there is less chance of you getting lost, tramping around on the undergrowth, having to use things out in nature that you wouldn't normally have to use just for your survival. This is a really important step for both you and for the nature around you in order to be able to minimize your impact. The second principle is travel and camp on durable surfaces. So don't go stomping around on delicate undergrowth, plants, moss, whatnot. Stay on the trails if you can and try to minimize the impact of your feet stomping on things that are out in the nature that would not normally be disturbed by something as big and heavy as we. Number 3 is dispose of waste properly. This is very important. Littering is my pet peeve, but definitely make sure that you never ever throw your trash down outside. Pack out what you pack in. So bring a bag with you. I always suggest bringing one of those little grocery bags in your day pack for your trash and for any other trash that you happen to find out on the trail. This also includes making sure you pick up after your dog. Bring little poop bags. May be pretty gross, but please put them in your pack. I actually make my dog carry her poop out in her own bag. Some people I see put the poop in the little bag and then leave it on the side of the trail. Nobody wants to see that, and chances are you're gonna forget it. I see that all the time, so please don't do that. That does not help. For multiple reasons, it's good to pick up your dog poop, including that they can carry diseases and parasites and other things that can affect wildlife, and nobody wants to see, smell, or step on dog poop out on the trail. So that's very important. Number 4 is leave what you find. You see some beautiful wildflowers, you see a cool rock, leave it. If everybody picked wildflowers, the wildflowers wouldn't exist anymore. Pollinators need wildflowers, and they sometimes are really delicate and can't really reproduce if people are constantly picking them. This includes trouncing around in big fields of wildflowers and stomping on them to get cute pictures for Instagram. Don't really want to do that either. Same thing with rocks. If everyone goes to a really popular creek out in the Smokies, which has the highest number of people visiting it out of any national park in the country, if everyone went to one of these creeks in the Smokies and picked up a rock, there would be no more rocks left. This also includes things like rock stacking, which the park rangers are begging people to stop doing in the rivers because they are impacting the flow of water and taking away homes, important homes for salamanders and other animals that live in that water and depend on those rocks being there. So leave what you find. Number 5 is minimize campfire impacts. So having it be in a safe place, taking it down when you're done, making sure it's completely out and covered perhaps with some dirt or rocks that were already there if you can before you leave. So that way you are not creating this big issue with both possibly starting a fire and having this big fire ring if there's not already one there. Please make sure you are thinking about the future and the nature that you are in when you are having your campfire. Number 6 is respect wildlife. This means keeping a safe and healthy distance. Please do not be one of those people where we see the videos being posted online of people going right up to wild animals, especially bears in the Smokies. This happens all the time and it drives me crazy. Please don't go up to animals trying to feed them, take pictures with them. Do not do that. That's how people get hurt. That's how animals end up associating people with food and they get aggressive and then they have to get put down. And we do not want that to happen. And that also includes things like leaving bird nests, animal nests alone. Don't mess with the animals. If you see a snake, leave it alone. It doesn't want to bother you any more than you want to be bothered by it. Chopping off the head of a copperhead is not going to do anybody any good. And number 7, be considerate of other visitors. This includes walking around with music blaring from a speaker. People don't really go to the woods to listen to that. If you want to listen to music while hiking, totally fine. Not everybody else wants to experience that. So maybe put in a headphone so that way you have one ear paying attention to what's going on and one ear enjoying what it is that you like to listen to. Also being respectful of other people as far as leaving room on the trail for others or getting off the trail for a second to let other people pass you, that kind of thing. This allows it to be a safer and more pleasurable experience for everybody when they're out enjoying nature together. So those are the 7 principles. I will leave a little graphic at the end of this video with the LNT website, which is, by the way, lnt.org, and some more information about them and where you can find more information on the history, nonprofit organization, courses and classes that they do, and more about the organization itself. So I hope you guys all have an amazing Earth Day and that you take these principles into account when you are out hiking and enjoying the woods, so that way you can leave the trails and nature as intact as possible so yourself and future people can enjoy it for a long time to come. Thank you and have a wonderful day.